Hey there, everybody. How's it going? So we've got a few things going on this week, certainly more than we had last week. I'm going to try and cover it all in this video if I can. Obviously, we have a new boss battle simulator with Maleficent as the boss this time. I've saved a few attempts to show you sort of the team that I've landed on that I think is going to be my best team for pretty much every day of the week. But yeah, I'll go over all that in just a minute. I'll also go over the last very hard stage. So if you've been logging in every day since the end of the last maintenance last week, you should have access to very hard stage 118, which is the final boss stage. And I will do a run of that to show you how I completed that. And I will let you know what is in that final treasure chest if you haven't done it already. Before we get to that, I just want to remind everybody that this week it is double Pix week. Okay. So definitely be grinding for the bonus Pix stage. It's the only stage where you can get bonus Pix. So make sure that you do that, because if you're like me, then you are trying to craft those, then you are doing everything you can to try and craft as many of these super upgrade pixels, or maybe you're trying to craft wisdom orbs because you need to get a unit to 6-star, but really these super upgrade pixels are the biggest drain on my my Pix stash, and I'm currently trying to level up my Moana. What I have currently is I have my Doofy at 101. I kind of stopped at 101 because when I got Moana and they were giving away the free stuff to upgrade another 6-star, I was like, all right, I'll stop Doofy at 101, I'll get Moana, and I'll upgrade her to like level 100 or 101. And then I'll just kind of, go back and forth between those two. But it starts getting pretty expensive to craft. Like, for example, to go to level 102, it's 25 super upgrade pixels. And so if you do the math on that, that's 7,500 pix to craft 25 super upgrade pixels. So yeah, it gets really, really expensive when you start, getting up there. For Moana, I believe it's... So she needs 22 to get up to level 100. And again, that's what, 6,600 pix in order to level up to 100. So yeah, it's very expensive. So I'm going to be farming pix like a madman this week. Pretty much all my stamina is going to the bonus Pix stage. So that's my advice to you guys. Take advantage of this. It's only for a week. Take full advantage of it. We also have a daily bonus quest. Make sure you don't forget to do it. The rewards for doing it are quite good, actually. You get 600 Pix for beating the daily bonus quest, and you get some orbs, you get some attack cubes, defense cubes. So yeah, pretty good rewards from the daily bonus quest this week, which is always nice to see. All right, I will also quickly just cover the banners that are up right now. Moana is still up, by the way, so you can still... You've got another week on Moana if you've been kind of holding out. I am disappointed to realize that the Battle Challenge mini event is not this week, it's next week, which means we will probably not be getting any more free Moana tickets, because the BC mini event starts after her banner has ended. So yeah, unfortunately, no more free tickets for Moana. Sad face. I really thought the BC mini event was starting this week, so I'm pretty disappointed that it's not. So yeah, hopefully you guys were kind of holding out to see whether or not they were going to give away free tickets on her, and I kind of hinted that was probably the best strategy, to just kind of wait and see what they would do next week, or this week I should say, and then kind of plan your pulls from there. All right. But the new banners we have, so we have this like special 3-star guaranteed banner. And yeah, you can see that sort of the top units are OG Belle, who is by far the best unit on the banner. Jasmine, who's, fine. She's a good unit, decent support unit, and Patisserie Mini, who's also, perfectly fine unit. There are other units. It's called the Heroines banner, so there are other 3-star guaranteed. So for this one, it's a regular 10 pull, but the one at the end is a guaranteed 3-star, and that guaranteed 3-star unit is going to be one of these. Now there's a 75% 25% chance that it's an on-banner unit, so pretty good chances that it's going to be one of those three headlining the banner, but there's also a 25% chance it could be one of these other units. And what kind of sucks is the rest of these units in that final 25% chance, they're all Premier Gacha units, so they're all units you can get from the Premier Gacha anyways. They're not limited units in any way. But yeah, still good chances that you'll get, you know, one of the limited banner units. So I mean, if you're, you know, a whale or a dolphin, you're obviously going to pull on it anyway, so you got a pretty good chance of picking that up. Personally, I am not going to pull on this. I don't think it's a good, you know, really a good deal, especially if you're just chasing one of those units in particular. If you don't really care which one of those you get, you know, maybe you want to just drop 3K, and then, you know, hopefully, you know, there's still a rate up for these guys on like the regular pulls. Like the first 9 pulls are just regular pulls with a standard 4% 3-star rate, but you know, they get the banner up rate for those 3 units, and also they're the only other 3-star units on the banner are just those Heroine units. So that's sort of the theme this week, is the Heroine units. You'll see that in the damage bonus for the boss battle sim too. Now for this one, this is your standard sort of rerun banner. It's a 100 point pity, so keep that in mind. 100 point pity cost. That means you're going to have to drop 30K if you want to pity one of these units. But all 3 of them do have rate ups. So in case you're wondering, it's the same basic thing: 4% 3-star rate, 1% on the 3 banner units, and they've also carved out all other 3-star units except for the quote-unquote heroines. But keep in mind, the heroines can all be pulled off the Premier Gacha anyways, so it's not really that good of a deal. But this is a really good chance to pick up Enchanted Princess Belle if you've missed her on like all of her reruns. Enchanted Princess Belle, fantastic unit. If you haven't picked her up, this is a great chance to try and get her. So I mean, I can't recommend Enchanted Princess Belle high enough. She's a really, really solid offensive support unit. But just keep in mind, if you really want her, you are going to have to spend 30,000 crystals to guarantee her. All right. So I've done reviews on all these units before. You can check my backlog and see where I've reviewed all these units in the past. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad banner. I just don't like these 100 point pity banners. They really just irk me. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the banner units. So let's get to the boss battle sim real quick. All right. So we are going up against Maleficent. Of course, you know, day 1's Blue Striker Day. Let's check. First of all, you can't hit her with any ailments, and you cannot break her defense, but you can break her attack, and that may actually be a valid strategy for this one, depending on your team setup. So bringing an attack breaker like Patisserie Mini, as long as you have her LB1 or 2, that can actually be a good solid strategy for reducing the incoming damage, especially if you're using Moana, who wants to keep her health above 80%. Reducing Maleficent's attack will definitely help in that regard. Bonus units are Disney heroines, and so I'm really surprised that they have the old Rapunzel on here, but they don't have the new Rapunzel that we got, what was it, last week, 2 weeks ago. Feels like kind of a slap in the face to the folks that pulled for that new Rapunzel unit, because I mean, I would definitely think she would be considered a heroine, a Disney heroine, but whatever, you know, feels bad for those folks. And also for Alice. I mean, I guess Alice doesn't count as a heroine either, even though, I mean, she's the one that defeats the Queen of Hearts, right? So, I mean, she's kind of like the heroine of Alice in Wonderland. All right, yeah. I mean, obviously they want people to pull for Moana. So they don't want to put too many heavy hitters in the damage bonus here. But anyways, it is a pretty good allotment of damage bonus units. Obviously, if you pull for Moana, you're going to be doing really well. Enchanted Princess Belle gets the damage bonus, which is really, really nice. Aurora, of course, because we're going up against Maleficent, so you got to give it to Aurora. The OG Rapunzel. I love that Judy is once again a damage bonus unit. Patisserie Mini, of course. Ariel. For some reason, they threw in Snow White. I have no idea why Snow White's in there. But yep, there it is. So, you know, a decent slot of damage bonus units here to pick from, and a lot of them from the Premier Gacha too, which is really, really nice to see. So, you know, I've got 3 attempts left. I'll show you the team that I sort of finally landed on. But first, let's look around at some of the top teams just to get an idea of what people are running. So pretty much the top whale teams are running. And it's not even really that much of a whaled out team. Obviously, your top teams are going to be running Moana because Moana is going to be hitting this thing harder than anyone. You've of course got to have Enchanted Princess Belle for your crit buffs. Rapunzel is kind of a must here because Maleficent on turn 1 will hit your team with AoE skill lock. It's not a 100% chance that it's going to land, but it's a pretty high. It's either 50 or 75% chance that that it will hit, you know, your whole party. And so bringing Rapunzel to remove that skill lock is going to be very, very important. The only other unit that can remove skill lock is, I think, Piglet. And that's only if you have them at LB1 or higher. Okay, so another potential thing you can bring. Obviously, Patisserie Mini is going to be on a lot of teams because she's generating SP and she has the damage bonus. She's got a really cheap attack skill, so she's going to be really, really solid for this one all week. And then you're going to see a lot of people either with Singer Belle or with Dancer Goofy. In my case, I'm bringing Dancer Goofy because I don't have Singer Belle. And then, obviously, yeah, Moana. You're going to see a lot of Moanas in there. So that's pretty much all what the top teams are running. My team is relying less on SP generation and more on just making sure Moana can just unload her EX skill every turn, which is why I'm bringing Genie. Because I'm just relying on Moana to deal all the damage, and then I'm just kind of like, you know, praying to RNGesus on the crit chances. All right, but yeah, so you can see a pretty good spread. You can see this person, Alex Strauss, doesn't even have. Oh no, never mind. They do have Belle. I was going to say, oh, but they don't have an attack up boost unit, which is actually pretty impressive. That they got this high of a score without any kind of attack up boost unit. Really, really impressive there. But so, yeah, I mean, just goes to show you might not even need like Dancer Goofy or Singer Belle in order to get a good score on this one. Now, let's check. Yeah, so they do have an LB3 level 101 Moana, so that's a pretty heavy hitter. I'm assuming, oh yeah, the Patisserie Mini's not even that strong, which is pretty impressive. Check their Belle. Oh wow, level 101 LB3 Belle. Okay, so that might help dish out a little extra damage. And yeah, pretty good Rapunzel there. Oh yeah, you notice that Rapunzel only has 50% skill lock resist, so that's probably enough to actually get through and do just fine. You probably don't need 100% skill lock resist on your Belle because the skill lock is not a full 100% chance that it's going to land on your party. So 50% skill lock resist on your Rapunzel is probably all you need. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people rocking Judy, which I love. I love getting to see Judy on some of these teams because she's got the damage bonus unit. So yeah, you see quite a few different teams going on here. One of the things that I've seen a lot of people do with their Moanas, by the way, is to give them, I think this person did it. No, who did it? Who did I see that did? I'm going to try and find it. No, I know somebody did it. Goofy, did you do it? No. Skill lock resist is a good thing, actually. Skill lock resist is a good thing to have on Moana for this fight. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to find it. Somebody did it. I know somebody did it. No. Who did it? Come on now. Somebody did it. All right. Well, it's the attack up. Oh, there you go. Attack up on New Wave. Yeah. So this is a good one. It's got to be a 2-star, so that when you use your Enchanted Princess Belle, that gives you the level 5 attack up. So that way you can unload her EX skill on turn 1 without having to bring a separate buffer. Okay. So that's that's a good skill to look out for. Now mine, I settled on SP consumption minus 20% because it had good stats on it, and I just got tired of rolling for seeds. I don't have that many seeds to roll, so yeah, I didn't really bother. All right, so let me show you the team that I'm rolling with. So here's the team that I've been rolling with, and this is probably going to be my team pretty much throughout the rest of the week. I don't think I'm really going to change much. I might put Judy in there on White Striker Day. But for now, I think this team is getting it done for me. And so I'll give it a couple more tries. I've got 3 more tries. We'll see if I can't do a slightly better score. It just depends on how the crits land, right? But yeah, so I'll quickly run through. So my Rapunzel has 100% skill arc resist. Like I said, it doesn't have to be 100%. 50% should be enough to get you through. My Doofy has 10% SP consumption. My Genie's just got SP charge on EX skill, which is, it's just whatever. Belle's got max SP plus 7. Moana has SP consumption minus 20. One of the things I can probably do, and I'm not going to do it in this video, is I can probably try and roll some max SP on my Genie just to get a better start. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So I'm not going to bother doing that for you guys right here. I'm actually pretty happy with my score currently. So even if I don't get a better score in these next 3 runs, I'm perfectly happy with where I'm at. All right, so let's go ahead and pop in here and let's just see how we do. Maybe I'll get a slightly better score than I did last time. Got to make sure I turn off the auto battle because I was farming picks. All right, so what I do is for turn 1, because I want to make sure that I've got enough SP that I can use Rapunzel next turn. I can't use too many skills here because I don't have an SP generator. All right, so yeah, what we're going to do here is just use Genie and Belle, and that way I will make sure I gen up enough SP that I can make sure I can use Rapunzel's skill next turn. All right, so let's do it and just see how we go. Now, with any luck, Moana will not get hit with skill lock on this turn, and she can use her skill next turn to take advantage of her Rage Striker. That'll kind of be the kicker. Oh, nice. She didn't. All right, so yes, so we're actually going to be able to deal a pretty good chunk of damage here because we'll be able to because Moana will be able to use her skill against her in rage mode. So we should see a pretty good chunk of damage taken out here. Unfortunately, it did not crit. So that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, if she had crit, that probably would have been a 200 damage 200,000 damage hit on that one. All right. So let's get our crit chance back up. All right. So we got our SP skill for next turn, which will be good. So we will unload some more skills, deal a bit more damage. Okay. Question is, did that get her below the 80% threshold? Oh, of course it did. Yep, of course it did. Okay. So I am going to need to heal her up, which kind of sucks because that's going to drain a whole crap ton of SP, but it is pretty important here. All right, what I might do is no, I don't want to guard with him. All right, forget it. Let's just go. All right, at least you got a critical hit on that one. That's good. Nice, getting some crits, so that's good. So this probably isn't going to beat my last run, unfortunately, but yeah, it should be. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to heal again. That really sucks. Because he hit Moana. Is her attack? All right, at least she's still got a level 5 attack boost, so that's good. All right, I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right, yeah, it is what it is, you know. So this one's probably not going to be my highest score, but that's fine. Hopefully I'll get a crit. Nah. Ah, well. Yeah, only 584 in that one. Yeah, just didn't get enough crit hits there. And having to heal a few times, that really sucked. You know, I did get lucky that she didn't get skill locked on turn 1, but then it didn't end up getting a crit hit, so it didn't really matter that much. All right, we'll give 2 more chances and see if I can't beat my high score. All right, so Genie's nice because obviously he gives Moana the level 5 attack buff on turn 1, so she can start doing her EX skill, but also comes with a damage reduction so that when Rapunzel heals, she's not having to heal quite as much. Oh, she got skill locked, man. Oh, everybody did except for Rapunzel on that one. Dang. All right, it's no big deal though. I'm not worried about it. It just means we're not going to get the Rage Striker. Because obviously we're gonna knock her out of rage on this one. Yeah, that kind of sucks, unfortunately. Okay, but we can unload some skills now. Dang, I need more crits. Come on, where are my crit hits, folks? Ah, yeah, I'm definitely not getting. I'm definitely not getting... At least she's leaving Moana alone, which is nice. That's always good to see. Alright, there's some crits. Ooh, nice. That was pretty good. Almost got 200,000 on that one. Alright. And so here, yeah, we just need to... I think that's all we need to do on this one. Yep. Oh, nice. Oh, we got the rage mode on that one. So Goofy was able to knock her into rage mode thanks to the critical hit. So that way she was able to take it. Oh, nice. Yeah, 252. This might actually be my best one. Oh, only slightly better though. Dang. 757. Only slightly better. It probably doesn't even need... it increased my rank by 1. Okay. All right, one more shot to see if we can get that, if we can do that again, but get some better crits earlier on, then we might have a chance here. But I doubt I'll get that lucky again. I think that was probably one of my luckier runs right there. But yeah, getting that 252 was pretty sweet. Dang, she got skill locked. Oh, but hey, at least, wow, of everybody to get skill locked, Moana was the only one to get skill locked. Seriously, you got to be joking. That's obnoxious. That is so obnoxious. All right, well, at least Goofy can use his skill here. That's something, I guess. But that is so obnoxious. That Moana was the only one out of the entire party to get skill locked. How heinous. Alright, so unfortunately Belle's the only one that can go this turn, but that's fine. Yeah. Again, not going to be our best not going to be our best run. Oh, let me guess. That did. Yep. All right. So we're gonna have to heal, which sucks. Actually, what's our attack up boost? Yeah, I need to do attack up boost too. All right. Yep. Let's just do it. Come on, more crits, more crit hits, folks. Nice. Oh, God, why you keep hitting Moana? Oh, you're such a jerk. Such a jerk. All right. Yeah, no, this is going to be another... Just another not so great run. Yeah, 600,000. All right. Well, I gave it a good try. I'll hopefully stay within like the top. That score should keep me in the top 50, and that's all I'm really after. Although, to be honest, what I really want to do is I want to stay in the top 30 every day, because if I can do that, then by the 4th day, after the 4th day, I'll have enough pixel bond in order to craft 20 more LB stones, and then I can get my Moana to LB3, which will be pretty sweet. So that's what I'm looking forward to in that respect. All right. So last but not least, we've got, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do a separate video, because this is already like a really super long video. So I think I'm going to do a separate video for the very hard boss stage, just because, you know, this isn't going anywhere. It's not going to, you know, this boss stage isn't going anywhere. So I can kind of take my time on doing a good video on that one. I will just let you guys know that the treasure chest here gives you 1,000 pixel bond, and so that allows you to craft 10 LB stones. So if you guys are, you know, pixel bond is a pretty limiting resource in this game, so that was really nice to see that the treasure chest had 1,000 pixel bond. That made me very excited, because I'm very excited to get my Moana to LB3. And so yeah, so in 4 days, as long as I can get top 30 in battle challenge or in the boss sim, then I should have an LB3 Moana by then. So yeah, so be on the lookout. I'll do a separate video for the Maleficent boss fight on the very hard stages, so be on the lookout for that. I just don't want to do like a super long video and bore your minds out. You're probably, if you're still watching this, bless you, but yeah, most people are probably tuned out already, so be on the lookout for a very hard boss in the next video. Thank you guys so much for following me, and I'll see you on the other side.